Good morning, everyone. It's Kathy Champion, and you're back here with me at Random Acts of Stamping. My name's Kathy, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And I've got some really exciting news to kind of share with everybody today. First thing, the host code for September is right here. It will show in this video through its entirety. Now I'm sure when I'm showing stuff it's going to get covered up, but don't fret if you don't get this written down. It will be in the description box below the video, so you can always go there, copy it, and then paste it in when you get ready to place your order. So that out of the way, what I wanted to talk to you about today is, as of yesterday, and I'm sorry I meant to get a video up yesterday, but I had a migraine for 2 days and just really did not feel up to even talking, much less recording videos. So I do apologize for that. I hope you forgive me. But what I wanted to go over is this beautiful little die cut machine, and it's not little. This weighs about 8 pounds. It's not real heavy, but it's very compact. I love this, but when you open it up, and y'all saw me demo this back last month when I first got it. I love this machine because you have all of the space here to lay your plates and put your dies on it. And I learned something the other day from another Stampin' Up demonstrator, that our plates from the Big Shot will fit on this machine. Okay, I'm going to show you the plates that come with this machine. Let me grab them, because I was playing yesterday and I moved some of my plates, so I want to pull them back over here. Okay, I'm missing one more, so hang on and let me find it. Here it is. Okay, when you get this machine, you are going to get your base plate, which is, if you notice, it's number 1. Stampin' Up made it so easy to know how to do your sandwiches. This machine became available to all customers yesterday, September the 1st. And that's what I wanted to do yesterday. I wanted to bring this and just re-emphasize, if you are in the market for a really nice die cut machine and embossing machine, this is the one you're going to want to get. It is fantastic. Now if you're going to do cut dies, you would put this plate on top. And everything is listed right here, the 3 things that you would need to do: your die cuts, your regular embossing folders, and any of your specialty embossing folders, like the real thick ones. You would use that number 4 plate, which is a specialty plate. But for your die cuts, you have a 1, a 2, a 3 that is your cut plate, and as you can see, mine's already well loved. So you would put a number 3 down, and then you would put your paper with your die facing down, and then your other number 3, number 3 over top. And you would just roll this through, and look how easy it cranks. I mean, now you're going to get a little more resistance when you got a piece of paper on it, but I mean, that just goes through so smooth. And the other thing I love about this, you don't have to push it. Once it hits that roller, it grabs it, and it just very gently rolls it through. Could not ask for better. Now, if you are doing the 3D embossing folders that Stampin' Up carries, all you need is your number 1 plate, your folder. I tell you what, I got a new one yesterday, so let's play with it. I've wanted this one for a while, and this is the Dandelion 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper, and as you can see, I haven't even opened this one. So I'm going to take this out because I'm dying to use it. And we are going to, and if you notice, Stampin' Up puts a line right here, right there, so that you can make sure that you can put your paper in and line it up against that line, and you're going to have a nice, even cut every time, or embossing. So let me grab a piece of scrap paper. Let's see what I got over here that we can emboss these beautiful dandelions on. I love dandelions. I think they're, you know, they're kind of misunderstood, but I think they're always beautiful on a card. So let's try, let's try this piece. I'm gonna trim this down, and I'm gonna do it over here off camera so I don't have to move my machine. But I'm gonna do this at 6, I think. Now we have this real pretty piece of green, and I don't even know what this paper is. It was just laying over here in my scrap bin. So see what I mean about lining up? If you line your paper evenly with this line, it is going to make your life so easy. Of course, it would make mine easier if I was on a flat surface, but I'm not, and it's okay. So now I've got that in there, and see how nice and even it is on that line? So I'm going to turn this around. You always want to feed your folders in with the folded side going in first. So is this a 3D? Let me make sure this is a 3D before I go any further. And it is. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this number 4 plate, and this comes with your machine, and this is called the specialty plate. There are some other plates that's going to be coming out for this machine. There's a magnetic plate, but guys, if you have the Sizzix magnetic plate, you won't need it. You can use it with this one. I tried it yesterday to make sure that I could do that, and it does work yesterday. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or day before. Like I said, yesterday was kind of a lost day for me. I literally, and I never go and lay down like that in the middle of the day, but I had to go lay down. I didn't even see my husband until later in the day because I was feeling that bad. Let's see if we can get that on camera. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The detail of that embossing. Oh, the light's not picking it up like I'd like. I think you can see it though. See how beautiful that is? So subtle, but yet, oh, just gorgeous. So that's what I'm saying with this machine. Now, if you've got a regular embossing folder, and let's see, I think I've got, this one right here is a regular one, and of course these small ones are made to get used with the mini die cut machine, but it's not available yet. But if you only have money to buy one, I would get this one because then you're not limited. With the small one, yes, it is less expensive, but it is you will be limited. You will not be able to use any of the larger plates. But you know, if you wanted a little small machine just to put on your table or your crafting area, the small one might work great for you. But if you can only afford one, I would say get this one. All right, this is a regular embossing folder. It's not the 3D. So I'm going to show you how this one works. You don't need that number 4 plate. You only use that with your specialty, your 3D. So we're going to put the number 1 plate on, and then we're going to put a number 3, and then we're going to put our embossing folder. And again, we're going to put the closed side going in first, and then you're going to put another number 3 plate over it. And get your sandwiches nice and straight, and then just crank it through. Now those are the 2 ways of using this machine for your embossing folders. It makes it so simple, so easy, and look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love embossing. It adds so much to a card when you add some embossing on it. Okay, so now let's go to a die. With your die cuts, you're going to need your number 1 plate. This is where you're going to use everything except your number 4 plate, which is that specialty. Your number 2 plate, one of your number 3s, and I always keep one that's my cut plate, so I'm not cutting into both of them. And when they get a little wonky, flip them, and it will give you much more life out of your pieces. So let me grab a die, and I'm going to get something that's a little intricate. This one right here is always very intricate. So I think I'm going to let's cut this piece right here. Like I said, these are always very, very intricate, and if you're going to have any issues with cutting a die, it's going to be one that has all those little tiny pieces in it. And this piece right here is definitely one of those. Pull that out all the way so I can get it off of there. And again, I need a scrap, so I'm just going to reach over here and grab a scrap of paper. So there's my cut plate. So I have a 1, a 2, and a 3. I sound like Lawrence Welk. I'm telling my age with that. My grandmother loved Lawrence Welk. So I knew the man personally, I think, because every Saturday evening when I was a child, my grandma would be watching Lawrence Welk. Now look how easy that goes through. Yes, you're going to get some popping when you're die cutting. It's the nature of the machine. Any die cut machine will do that. So let's go ahead and take this off. Look at that. You don't even have to do anything. Now some of the pieces are in there, but that's where another tool comes in, and it comes with this little foam mat, and it's you take your pick tool with your die brush attached to it, and all these attachments just screw in just like that. So easy, so simple, and oh my goodness. Wait until you see. I'm going to move my machine because I think that's all I need to show you. And like I said, I had demoed this machine before, but I thought that now that it's available to all of the customers, then I just thought that it deserved another look. And if you order from me, if you use this host code, at the end of the month, I will be sending out some free gifts to everybody. So you need to make a purchase of at least $50 before your tax and shipping. And you have to use the host code in order to get the gift. That's just like one of the little things with Stamping Up, and I'm the one that gives the gifts, so I promise you that they will be shipped out the 1st of October. So, and anybody, all the ones that shopped from me in September, your gifts will be going out probably today. I wanted to get them out yesterday, but with my migraine, I just could not function. And I do apologize for that and the delay. And if you ordered from me last month, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know who you are. But this piece, I always had trouble cutting because of all the little fanciness. And look at that. Let me dump this off, and then I'm going to lay it up on top of this. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? So easy to cut, and you could stamp in the middle of this. I cut this one when I was playing, and that's from the same die set. And look at that. Look how beautiful they are. I love this particular dies is the ornate layer dies, and they are gorgeous. Look at that. Where did I do? Oh, here we go. I'm going to lay this one back. Make sure I got all my little pieces out of there. I never put my dies back with pieces stuck in them. I usually always try to. And there are some pieces in this one. But again, this is what this tool does. You can go across your dies with this tool, and everything comes out just like that. Yeah, you make a mess when you die cut, but oh my goodness, this adds so much to your cards and to your, let's see, I got a lot of little pieces right there. Let's take the brush and just do that. Oh, they all came out. I love this tool. This thing is amazing. So you have the little pick on this side that y'all see me use a lot with picking up tape and adhesives. You have some other tools. You have this one right here on the other side, which is like a spatula, which works great if you're trying to raise something up. But I use this one so often with dies and with my adhesives that I keep that on there. This comes off, and you get what comes with this. You get a little stylus that goes on this end or that end, and you have the smaller ball there and the larger ball here. This all comes with it. This piece doesn't. This is a separate investment right here. So worth it. And you get the foam mats. You get 2 foam mats with that. What comes with this one is your putty, and that just screws on like that, and whenever you're picking up little jewels or whatever, you can roll this down and it has a little putty and you pick it up. Wonderful tool to have. I'm telling you, this tool is, that was my new one right there, and I didn't want to bring that one down. Here we go. Here's the one that I'm actually using. You get 2 of these with it. And see the little green putty right there? And it will pick up, like for example, there's a little piece that came out of the die. And see, it picks it up. And you can put it right down onto what you're working on and glue it. So that thing is absolutely wonderful to have. So right now, since I'm using dies, I'm going to put my brush tip back on. And like I said, these just, these go on the other end. I'm sorry. This side has the tools that go on this side, and then this one has the ones that go on like this. And they're so easy to change. I mean, it's just one turn and pull, you know. So I love a tool that's easy to manipulate, because I don't like to mess around with stuff and, you know. Okay. Enough of chitter chatter about that. Let me put this up, and I want to show you one other thing, and then I'm going to close this video off. Everything is available in the holiday catalog. If you did not get one of the holiday catalogs, please contact me. I will make sure you get one, or I'll put the link below where you can actually go and download it on your computer, tablet, or phone, and then you can browse the catalog on your phone. And the new website, I did cover that in another video, is so easy to use. You don't need to know all those numbers like it used to be. You can type in the name of the product, and if you're looking for something in particular, contact me. Send me an email. My phone number is at the top of my website. You can also text me. That is my cell phone number. And I will get back with you immediately. If you text me, if you would identify who you are, so I'll know, because I wouldn't know that unless I already have your number in my phone. So please make sure you identify who you are so that I can address you back by your name. All right. The other thing that I'm so excited, let me do a little housekeeping here, because I've got crumbs everywhere. And I am going to vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. Vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. Just like that. I love that little thing. That's not a Stampin' Up product, but oh my goodness, do I love it. The Stamparatus. Now, y'all all know, anybody that's watched me for any time knows that I have always used the Misty. Well, I thought I'm going to give the Stampin' Up platform a fair shake and see what I think. Y'all, let me tell you what, this thing is a game changer, because look what you can do. You can put your plates on like this and put another plate like this. So you can literally load up stamps on both of these. Not only that, you can put them on this side, and then when you're ready to stamp, all you do is turn it. The other thing that I absolutely love about this, say you are stamping, I'm going to take this one off for the sake of my demo. let's say you were stamping this. Since I have this loaded up, we'll use this. This is just a thank you. And let's say we have this piece of paper. Let's see. Let's cut this off so we can get a really good demo of this. Let's say we had this right here. Now I do want to forewarn you about the magnets. The magnets are stored in the back, here and here. I've lost one of my magnets. It's probably over on the other one. We only need one for this. These magnets, when I took mine off, they clinked together and both of my magnets broke. So if you buy this, be extremely careful with these magnets. Keep them far away from each other because they will break. And you really only need one because they are super, super strong. Now I'm going to put this thank you right here at the top. And I'm going to go ahead and pick that up with my door, just like that. And let's go ahead and ink it. I'm going to use a VersaFine. I'll tell you what, let's move this over just a little bit to get it away from the hinge. I always place my stamp where I want it to stamp at, and I want that to stamp right there. Pick it up, and we're going to ink it. And stamp it. Now this is what the game changer. OMG. Pick this up, move it down one notch, ink up your stamp, and stamp it. You're going to get nice, even, all the way down just by lifting your door and moving it down to the next one. And as you can see, we could do this one. Let's put a little bit more ink on it. Just like that. Now say you had some flowers or something already that you wanted to run down the side. They could already be loaded on this one and you could pop it in. Now I don't have flowers, but you could pop it in and stamp those on each side and not have to worry about taking this one off. That right there is a game changer for me. This one does come with the beautiful textured mat. You would take this mat out, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me clean my stamp really quick, and I'm just going to do a little quick wipe on it. And I'll clean that much better in just a moment. But if you're using your cling stamps, you just take this little mat. This is just a little cushion mat that helps so much when you're using the photopolymer. But if you were using a cling stamp, you would do this. Let me get another piece of paper. And I'm going to go with this piece. And let's say we wanted to stamp him right here. He looks like he's having fun. You would just pick that up right there. I am going to get my Memento ink for this because I would more than likely want to color him. So I'm going to put my magnet right there just to hold that. You saw how strong that magnet is. Like I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to pick up some new magnets because I broke those. Now I did put them back together and I put a piece of painter's tape over top of it because I was going to do that anyway. I was going to put some type of washi tape or painter's tape or something like that. So I'm going to ink this up really good because I have not stamped this one before. And stamp. Now if you didn't feel like that was dark enough, this is the other thing that is so nice with a stamp positioner. You could easily restamp. How about that? And look at that beautiful, beautiful image. Oh, he's having so much fun skiing. That came from one of the stamp sets, one of the ones out of the holiday catalog, and that one is called Freezing Fun. This is so stinking cute, and it comes with dies, so you can cut these out very, very easily. And look at these dies. The dies are called Freezing Friends, and you've got this little thing that will emboss like a snowbank, and it cuts out all of the different little things. It's got the tree. There's your little trees, the little ice thing, that right there, that little seal with his hat on that piece of ice. Oh my goodness. You got the little wind thing, you've got snowflakes, you got snowballs. Just super, super cute. I love this. I love that raccoon on the sled. So cute. I can't wait to use this one. We don't get a lot of snow here in the South, but when it snows, it is definitely an event. So those were the two things that I really wanted to bring to your attention. I had not used the Stamparatus before, but this will be my go-to tool for stamping as a stamping position tool. I love it. I love the fact that these plates are interchangeable like this. You can move them and put them where you want them to stamp an image exactly where you need it to be. They're very easy to use. Now you can't fold the two plates in. You have to take one out and put it in a different position, but they will store together. And I love the fact that I got a place to house my magnets. So this has been absolutely a delight for me, because I had no idea that the Stamparatus, that I would love it. But why wouldn't I? So far, everything, now see, this is the way I store mine. And this one will come over, and you got this wonderful little instruction book that you can just lay in here like that, and it stores away. And again, your magnets store just like that. And you got one here for the other one. My other one must be attached to something else over here, and I'm thinking it was probably one of my Misties, because I have my Misties up. Yep, there it is. It was actually adhered to my cart. These are the strongest magnets I have ever seen, but as you can see, it comes with two. They store right here on the bottom, and this tool is wonderful. Price point. Y'all know that the Misty, and I'm going to show you because I'm going to compare, and I'm not knocking the Misty at all because it's been my favorite stamp positioner. It is a little different in size because it's longer and about the same width. So this does give you a little bit bigger, but this right here is a nice square, and it is about 8 by 8. So it gives you a nice position. I don't see ever needing, especially being a card maker, that you would need anything any bigger than this. My personal opinion. Unless you do big scrapbook pages, but even if you do, most of the time things that we stamp, we die cut or fussy cut and glue on. So even at that, and you could still get a page on here and stamp almost in any position that you'd want. So I love it. Price point. The Misty, this size Misty right here, is, I believe, $60 or $65. Stamparatus, $49. And the Misty, you can't move these around and reposition it. You have to take your stamp up and reposition the stamp. So that is a selling point for me. So if you don't have a stamp position tool and you are interested in getting one, $49. This is a steal. The mini Misty, I think, is $45. The tiny one. This one right here. So, and this one is like 5 by 5 or 5 by 6. Yeah, 5 by 6. This is 8 by 8. So I'm here to tell you, if you need to invest in a stamp position tool, and I think every card maker needs to have one of these, $49 is a steal. So take a look at it. Take a look at my catalog. I would appreciate your business so much. I hope that you have a very blessed day. As I always say in closing, be kind, be loving, be supportive, and most of all, let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is worthy. I love you all very much, and until we craft again, God bless. Bye-bye.